Hello kids, I am Priyanka and I'm back again with my new chapter JC Bose A Beautiful Mind. Biography is a life story of someone usually eminent. The person may be alive or dead. Biographies are always written by somebody other than the person himself. We read biography of eminent persons so that we may learn about them and try to be like them. Unit 1. Historically, in 1895, India was under the British rule. A different history was made that year at a town hall in Calcutta. An interesting demonstration was performed at Jagdish Chandra Bose, an assistant professor of Presidency College. Everyone was overarmed when the electromagnetic waves traveled from the lecture hall to third room about 75 meters away. These waves passed through the third solid walls. This was remarkable and path-breaking incidents which paved the way for future research all over the world. Born on 30th November 1858 in Bikrampur, Jagdish Chandra Bose was a man of diverse talent, a physicist, biologist, botanist, as well as a writer of science fiction. His father, Bhagwan Chandra Bose, was a leader of Brahmo Samaj. He worked as a deputy magistrate in Faridabad, Burdwan, and in other places. Jagdish Chandra education started in a vernacular school because his father believed that one must know one mother tongue before learning any other language. Besides, one should know one own people. Speaking at the Bikrampur conference in 1915, Bose said, at the time, sending children to English schools was a privileged state symbol. In the vernacular school to which I was sent, the son of Muslim attended. My father sat on my right side, and the son of fisherman sat on my left. There they were my playmates. I listened spellbound to their stories of birds, animals, and aquatic creatures. Perhaps these stories created in my mind a keen interest in investigating the working of nature. When I returned home from school, accompanied by my school fellows, my mother welcomed and feed all of us without discrimination. It was because of my childhood friendship with them that I could never feel that there were creatures who might be labeled low caste. I never realized that there existed a problem common to two communities, Hindus and Muslim. 1869, Joe's Point Hare School, and 6 years later, he was admitted to St. Xavier's School in Calcutta. He passed the entrance examination and joined St. Xavier College in Calcutta. It was there that he came to contact with Jesuit Father Edwin Lafont, who played a significant role in developing his interest in nature science. Later, Bose went to England and secured admission in Christ's College, Cambridge, to study natural science. In 1884, he received the Natural Science Tripos from the University of Cambridge and a BSc degree from the University of London. From the following year, Bose joined Presidency College, an offering professor of physics, but he has not proved facility of research. He was so offered lower salary than his European colleagues. Bose has remarkable sense of self-respect and national pride. Therefore, a sign of protest, he continued his teaching assignments for 3 years without accepting his salary. Finally, the directors of public instruction and principal offered him a permanent teaching post. Unit 2. Bose have been invited several sensitive instruments. One of them is chrysograph, which is an instrument used to measure the growth rate of a plant. Though his experiment both show that the plants behave in the same manner as human beings. Although plants take a longer time to respond than animals, he proved that plants are sensitive to heat, cold, light, and noise, and other external stimuli just like human beings. By injecting poison into the living part, Bose showed that they react in the same manner as we do. Scientific research on electromagnetic waves, as initiated by J.C. Bose in the late 19th century, it was an Italian scientist, Marconi, who got the patents on the inventions of wireless telegraph. But he must remember that Bose Republic demonstration in Calcutta along the same line happened much earlier, insisted of looking for the commercial benefit for his inventions. Bose made his invention public in order to allow others to advance further along the lines of his research. However, Bose's place his history has now been reevaluated. This great Indian scientist was eventually crowned with glory when he was awarded knighthood by the British government in 1970s. He was also conferred by any others award like Fellow of Royal Society, Companion of other Orders of Indian Emperor, etc. Needless to say, he is one of the greatest scientists ever born in the country. So J.C. Bose wrote several books and published many research papers in leading science journals. Some of his famous books are Response in Living and Non-Living, the nervous mechanic of plants, major mechanism of plants. In 1896, Bose wrote Nirudeshar Koji, science fiction. In fact, he was the first writer of science fiction in Bengal. In November 1970, Bose founded that the Bose Institution as at his own house in Calcutta. He donated Bose Institution to the nation for research on science. This great Indian scientist breathed at last on 23rd November 1937. Thank you.